Last weekend, the U.S., France, and Great Britain struck 3 targets in Syria as part of a response to chemical weapons attacks on civilians by the Assad regime. The strikes involved a variety of aircraft, missiles, and ships, some making their combat debut. That's just one of the 105 missiles launched against 3 locations within Syria's chemical weapons enterprise. The strikes were ordered after an attack on civilians using what U.S. authorities say was a combination of chlorine and sarin gas by the Assad regime.
The evil and the despicable attack left mothers and fathers, infants and children thrashing in pain and gasping for air.
As for the strikes, they involved 3 countries, the U.S., Great Britain, and France. And they didn't go unnoticed by Syrian air defenses.
We assessed that over 40 surface-to-air missiles were employed by the Syrian regime. Most of these launches occurred after the last impact of our strike was over. It is likely that the regime shot many of these missiles on a ballistic trajectory. I mean by that, without guidance. And we assessed that the defensive efforts of Syria were largely ineffective and clearly increased risk to their own people based on this indiscriminate response.
The first target, the Barza Research and Development Center, was attacked by more than 70 missiles, completely destroying it. The attack on that complex marked the first use of the air-launched Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, or JASSM, from 2 B-1 bombers. The missile, made by Lockheed Martin, has a more than 500-mile range. The second target, the Himshimzar Chemical Weapons Facility, was hit by American Tomahawk missiles, British Storm Shadow missiles, French Scalp missiles, and 3 missiles from the French frigate Languedoc. The final one, a chemical weapons bunker, was hit by air-launched French missiles. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Joseph Dunford, said the strikes were much different from those in 2017.
Last year we conducted a unilateral strike on a single site. The focus was on the aircraft associated with the Syrian chemical weapons attack in April of 2017. This evening we conducted strikes with 2 allies on multiple sites that will result in a long-term degradation of Syria's capability to research, develop, and employ chemical and biological weapons.
And as for what's next, Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis is confident that a strong message was sent.
Right now, this is a one-time shot, and I believe that it sent a very strong message to dissuade him, to deter him from doing this again.